Okay, guys, so the jury came back today, and I want you guys to know I am so irate, it's not even funny. They found Marsha and Anthony Springer not guilty on both counts of murder for their daughter, Callista. And the whole thing is, when the jury talked afterwards, and they were saying questions, or asking questions, and they were getting responses or whatever, they said they couldn't agree on the fact that they killed her. Really, here is the cold, hard facts of this case. They chained her and zip tied her to a bed. The house caught on fire and she died. Died means dead, dead means murder. Any moron can see that. I'm not trying to say bad things about the jury, I'm really not, but it was a cut and dry case. It's bad enough it took them 9 days to figure out that they weren't going to find them guilty. She sat in the courtroom. Marsha sat in the courtroom smiling. Judge Stutzman said that if anybody made a noise, a sound, a peep, a clap, angry, anything, he would have the bailiff come over and arrest us. And they would be put in jail for contempt of court. But she can sit over there with that smug, nappy smile on her face because she thinks she's won? Well, I've got news for her. Stutzman's out for blood on her. At least I hope he is. And I Googled a whole lot, and I found out that in Michigan, they can get sentenced to 15 years in prison for both counts, the torture and the abuse, which I forgot to tell you guys. They did find them guilty for first-degree torture and first-degree child abuse. That could be 15 years in prison for each count. That's 30 years. And I'm hoping like hell this judge will give them each the maximum sentence. But you guys need to realize, without that petition being signed, without us getting these laws changed, they can walk away with only serving 90 days in jail for the murder of a 16-year-old girl. How is that justice for this child? That's not justice. So what you're telling me is I can get really angry, and I can chain my child to a bed, and I can zip tie him to a bed, and the jury tonight, while they were being asked questions, said that they realized and knew that Callista had 4 times the amount of Benadryl in her system that you can legally have, that an adult can legally have. Granted, Callista was 16, but you guys also need to keep in mind how tiny she was because she was denied food. She was very, very underweight. She weighed less than my 8-year-old stepson. And that is truly, truly sad. And they knew that, and that still, how could that not even be attempted murder right there? You overdosed her so she would sleep so she didn't bother you. This whole case is stung from the start. And you know what? I personally feel like I failed this child. I've spent the last 3 hours crying on and off. We got to get this petition signed. Because now Heather and Courtney, if they get off or they only serve 90 days, they go back to that home. And granted, maybe they were good to Heather and Courtney. I don't know. I haven't heard anything on Heather and Courtney. But they have to go back to that home. What if one of those girls are next? I keep asking myself, what if it was one of the children, the jury members' children? Would it have taken them this long? Would they have come back with a not guilty plea? No, they wouldn't have. If it was that one woman's grandchild, would she came back with a not guilty plea? No, it would have been guilty for first-degree felonious murder. It's a felony murder. They might not have set that house on fire, but what they did made her die. You know, she could have got out. Even if Marsha would have kept her home and homeschooled her like her blind ass said she was doing, even if she'd have kept her home, the fact of the matter is, had she not have been chained down or zip tied down, when that first responder came to get her out of that bedroom, he would have been able to pick her up off that bed. They would have got her out. And Marsha, the jury says, yeah, well, the one story that got to me was she was laughing when the ambulance driver was trying to lead her to the ambulance, saying, well, I'm not that blind. No, she wasn't that blind. The fact of the matter was, she just didn't care. And I don't know how they could have got her off. Anthony, maybe, no, I still don't understand. But beyond a shadow of a doubt, I don't know how the hell they let her walk away from this. The front page of today's paper, she's smiling. Granted, maybe somebody said something funny. I can't imagine what it would be. Because even after 2 years, if I would have lost my child after 2 years, I would not find a reason to smile. There would be no reason. But she found a reason. So I am so angry and so irate right now, it's not even funny. April 16th is their sentencing. And I hope this judge throws the book at him. He's a good judge, and I hope he'll do the right thing. I hope he will get them both for them 15 years. So let's get this petition signed. www.thepetitionsite.com. In the browser, type in Mazy's Law, MAZYSLAW. It's very simple. Get on there, sign it, forward it. Get on Facebook, write your opinion on that wall. Join me on MySpace, just Google Callista Springer on MySpace. You will see it. It says Justice for Callista Springer. You are all welcome there. Get on there. Together we can make a difference. We can change these laws and we can protect our children. Okay? Help me. Help me change these laws. I don't want to fail another child. This child did not deserve what her life had been like for years. Grandparents who can't hug her. A biological mom. 2 sisters she never even met. And grandparents who loved her and wanted her. Why did they keep her if they didn't want her? Nobody knows that but them. She was a beautiful, beautiful girl. And her life was taken away way too short. So help me change these laws and write anybody you can even think of in the St. Joe County Courthouse. Judge Paul Stutzman. Write him. Give him your opinion. Help him understand that these laws have to change and these people have to be sentenced to the maximum sentence known. Please. Okay? I told you guys I'd bring it to you today. I'm sorry it's late, but I wasn't home when I wasn't home. I made this for you guys as soon as I pulled in. So, I'll let you know what they're sentenced to, and hopefully it's a lot more than the 90 days that Amos Klein got and Anthony Rodriguez got. Alright? I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.